everything had to be put on hold after I watched this show, because god fucking damn it, for the first episode of this show, it was strong, and I definitely had an absolute blast, and I wanted to talk about this because there's a lot of interesting factors into making of this show itself as well, and definitely a huge major watch for people that haven't seen this yet and that is recreators. Firstly, the main reason I'm going to tell you why you should actually even check out this show in the first place is that this is from the creator of Black Lagoon himself. D.Gray, is one of the creators of Black Lagoon, and definitely he hasn't done something in a long time. If not, he's telling people to get, dick cancer, for the most part when they start taking shit from the series. But the fact that he's finally done a new original series, and this is what he's come up with, and recreates its first episode blew me the fuck away for multiple reasons. One, I really find the premise really interesting. The fact that it's going all about all different kinds of manga, anime series, all of them. But what happens if they start clashing in the real world? As they all these other people kind of consider us as god creators, we're godlike existences. They brought their stories into life. That's so interesting. Is what if reality had to deal with some of the manga creations? What would happen if you had to have a Saitama walking around on set, or if you had Madara, you have all these crazy characters, Madoka flying around, and that's pretty much where the premise of the series goes from the first episode, from what we see. Our main character, Sota, or as he tries to say himself, he's not really the main character. He wants to more narrate this story and try and tell, this is how I personally feel how it's going down. I kind of like that about the character. Honestly, with a lot of them, when I see this kind of character, where it's oh, he's kind of a bit shy, he's bumbling around. He seems like he wants to be an aspiring artist, from what we saw from the first episode, where he's he gets inspired by one of his favorite shows that's going on right now, and he's yeah, I fucking love this chick and all that. Her name's Celestia. She's got this big mech fighting this woman, and it's this is nuts. I can't wait, wait to see it. And his tablet starts acting weird, and it's what the fuck is going on? And he just ends up being transported to her world, where she's fighting where it seems to be another series character, this white-haired military chick, which she is fucking nuts, I would definitely say. When you see her pulling out all of the blades she's pulling out, and also as well a giant gun as well, it's very interesting. It's trying to bring in clash. And if anyone's actually seen the previews for what they've got, and even I've read a little bit about it, they're bringing stuff from Magical Girl series, some action series, saying there's a bunch of different things they want to bring in mech, and I feel it's going to be interesting from where it's going to go. But so far, the choreography, the animation, the art style, the music as well, which fucking god, I never really get to mention this a lot in a bunch of series. But the fact of the matter is that this is from the same array who actually brought the Alno Zero soundtrack, who people don't know is a fucking amazing soundtrack. Listen to that. I haven't personally seen all of the Alno Zero yet, but I believe it's also the same studio as well that animated that series. So I am 110 down with that, because that was a fucking amazing soundtrack from what I was hearing it so far. Especially as well, for when you get to hear a little preview of the opening Gravity War. Holy shit, my ears, they were fucking in heaven listening to that music. So I can't wait for the visuals on that next week. I am definitely keeping up with the show so far. Only being confirmed 22 episodes. Honestly, I don't want to say too much about the show, where this is more like a recommendation than a review, because guess what? I fucking really enjoyed this, and I want people to see this out first. It's not it's oh, this is the greatest thing fucking ever made, but it felt new, it felt fresh, it felt let's do something new about this. At first I thought, oh god, he's gonna get trapped in another world, but then it was no, going back straight to the real world, and it's now the real world has to do it. And seeing how the main bit evil bitch what she seems seems to be she kind of has understands how frighteningly manga creators and light novel saying they're the ones that actually made us, and it's you've got to be careful with that shit. So it's what happens if you're gonna get different stories, different genres, and different characters from there? Because imagine if you get some fucking psychopath on the loose, some mass murderer, or if you're just gonna have someone that doesn't know how to control their power. You saw already what some of these characters can actually even do. So the fact is innocent lives could be on the way. And so far, the first episode, I know it's confirmed for 22. I hope it keeps up to like the amount of quality, because I really want to see it. And plus, as well, that starting scene is a little weird. And if people know and all that, like, you know, what exactly I'm talking about, that first couple of minutes, I kind of imagine who that might be. But then again, I don't want to say that too much. I might say that for like another video, because I definitely want to keep up and watch this show. But let me know what you guys think about Recreators. That is all from me, though. Please, at least, I'll say, give the first episode a try and see what you think of that. That's all from me. Thank you as always for watching, and I'll see you guys, though, next time.